And here we go. Let me move this. All right, everyone. Hi, everyone. This is Tami Green. And today I'm going to tell you, okay, hold on. It's really hard when you're a high achiever on the outside, but on the inside you're feeling broken, or you're lacking self-confidence, or you're unhappy with your life or your relationships. So many of us look like we have it all together when inside we're struggling. And I totally felt this way. I was a high achieving individual working in a tech company. I was fit, wore all the right clothes, but there's no way I could hold it all together. And I couldn't figure out why. I couldn't understand why some people were just happy all the time and I felt miserable, or why I couldn't think clearly or focus, or why other people had found out that they were in the right job for them, or they had great relationships, and I felt like I was failing inside. And you might be able to add some things to this list, right? But what I want to do is I want to teach you the secret I found to life. When I was looking at all those people and I didn't understand what they had that I didn't have, I want to teach you those secrets. I've devoted my whole life to doing that because I suffered so much internally, and eventually externally everything fell apart too, that what I did was, after I found the answers, applied them to my life and changed my life, then I started teaching other people. And I've gone on to teach tens of thousands of people, speaking, coaching. I've testified before members of Congress. I've worked with best-selling authors, Hollywood actresses, stay-at-home moms, just the whole gamut of people, teaching them how to do this. So I am going to teach you those secrets. First of all, I want to let you know that I did eventually lose everything. My finances fell apart, my job, my relationships, and especially my mental health. And it was no longer just about feeling miserable internally. Everything was really falling apart and did completely fall apart. And it wasn't until things got so bad that I found the answers. And now I'm going to show you what I learned through my research. So you're probably looking for answers too. That's why you're here. That's why you're listening to this. But I want to tell you something right now. Guess what? You found me. You found me, and I've got a lot of answers. I can't guarantee that I have every single answer to solve all your life's problems, but I found and teach the things that therapists teach, that spiritual leaders teach, that get results for people. And I put them into your hands and teach you how to use them day in, day out, 24/7 to get results quicker. I boil it all down into really simple methodology. And today I want to go into one simple, really easy principle that's really foundation for all of this. Now, you've probably gone to therapists. You've probably read self-help books. You've talked to people. You've isolated from people. You've done all kinds of things. And before I get lynched for saying that I'm a therapist and that I'm going to do what they do, that's not what I'm doing here. I'm teaching you the techniques they use, what they've went to school for, and I'm putting them into your hands so you can start using them, okay? And I love therapists. I have lots of friends that are therapists. I work professionally with therapists. I've had therapists, okay? So we're going to do something really quickly here right now. And years ago, I wrote a little book on this called Taking Control of Your Thoughts. And it's actually in my new book too. And it's foundational. And it's just this quick little thing I want to teach you right now that I hope changes everything. So in cognitive behavioral therapy, also it could be rational emotive behavioral therapy, talks about this too. And positive psychology, and even law of attraction follows these same principles. And what it is that your thoughts create emotions and actions, right? So if you're feeling bad emotionally, or if you're feeling like you don't have the right ideas or tools to take the right action to get you where you want to go, it all starts with your thoughts. Here's a little quick example of how this might work in real life. And I was thinking about what kind of example could I use, because there's millions of thoughts that we think each day that lead to difficult emotions or problematic actions. But here's one. I was trying to come up with something that was universal for you that you could use and think about. So here's the event. So you think about that thoughts create emotions and they create an action. And they start with an event. So you have an event and you think something about it. Here's a little one. So the event is this. My boss walks into my office and tells me she wants me to give a presentation in 20 minutes. Okay. What are my thoughts about this? Oh my God, I look horrible today. I can't do this. I'm unprepared. Those are my thoughts. And what I do for a living is I teach people how to get in touch with what they're actually thinking to begin with. And we'll talk about that in a moment too. But let's see how this plays out. So your thoughts are, what will they think of me? I'm unprepared. Oh my God, I look horrible today. I can't do this. What emotions do you feel when you think those thoughts? Well, you may feel anxiety. That may be one emotion. Or ashamed, right? Those are labeling feelings. So when I think these thoughts and feel anxiety, so there's the thought, then there's the emotion, and then every emotion has an action. And I don't know if you realize this. Whenever you feel an emotion, you have an action that you take on, or a number of actions that you take on your emotion. And thinking about this can really empower us to think, when I feel this bad feeling or negative emotion, what is the thing I default to? That's where a lot of addictions come in, right? I default to an action. So in this case, the action this person might take with these thoughts that make them feel anxious is they bite their nails. So at this point, this individual is thinking these thoughts, I'm unprepared, I can't do this. Oh my God, what will they think of me? I feel anxious and I bite my nails. So there's the action from the emotion. When you bite your nails, then what happens, right? And you think about it, it starts this whole thing all over again. So it's this constant downward spiral of, I think a thought, I have a negative emotion, I do something not really good about it, I bite my nails, and then it creates another event, this biting my nails, where I have another thought about it, and I think, now I really look bad, and why don't I stop doing that? And I self-punish in my thoughts, and my feelings then, the emotion that comes from that is not even anxiety, it's self-loathing or a lack of self-confidence. And this person's got 20 minutes to complete this presentation, remember? And so they're biting their nails, they're feeling bad, and then they're feeling even worse because they were taking an action on their thoughts and emotion that wasn't helpful. And so they're spending a lot of the time they could be working on this presentation in their head. Does that sound familiar? And doing unproductive behaviors. So this is how this works. Again, it's cognitive behavioral therapy. The event, we're going to go through the same scenario and see how we could have a different outcome. The event is my boss walks in and she says to me, you have 20 minutes to give this presentation. And I think, oh my God, okay, I'm not prepared, but you know what? I got this. And you know what? I'm having a really bad hair day. I was hoping that today would be the day that I could hide in my cubicle and no one would ask me to do. And I don't feel really good about that. But you know what? When I think about other people, I remember that time where Lori gave that presentation and her nails looked awful. And I noticed them, but I thought, you know what? She's just going. She's just doing great and ignoring that. And I admired her self-confidence. So I kind of talked myself into a different way of thinking about this. I think, you know what? If I don't look great, that's okay. They're going to admire me even more for giving this great presentation. And I know my stuff and I got this. And so I quickly talk myself into a better feeling emotion. And so what I'm feeling at that time from these thoughts is I'm feeling, oh, I feel really good about myself. I got this. And I remind myself how much I know the material, and I have all these really good feeling thoughts. So I walk in there and I feel confident. I feel composed. I spend my 20 minutes preparing this cool presentation, and the outcome is so much better than the first scenario. I feel better. I feel more confident. People respect me more, and my work is better. So this is like a really simple little tool, but it's hard work. We have to use our time to retrain our brains. And the other thing that I teach people is how to become aware of our brains in the beginning, how to become aware of what we're thinking. And I teach people mindfulness to thinking practices and mindfulness in general. I teach other things about how to come up with a better thought. And if you want more of this, I have a little surprise for you. I just published a book called Control the Future: Thought Technology for Influencers. And I'm going to send it to you, and it's got my whole life story and a bunch of these practices that I used and I use with my own clients. And I've laid it out step by step on how you can really dive in, understand this, and do this. So what I'm going to do is there's a download button, and you're going to click on it, and you're going to download this book. Now, it's going to cost you $7 to do it. Here's why I'm charging you $7. First of all, I spent way more money on this book, on hours and hours of research, writing, editors, putting it all together and formatting. So there's a cost to me involved, and just the cost of this ad to you. But the bigger reason is this is work, and I want you to be committed. I want you to invest that $7 into this because I want you to have some skin in the game. So you're going to actually spend the time reading it and spend the time doing a little bit of the work and understanding this. Does that make sense? Okay. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to include a bonus audio for you. It's going to be 20-25 minutes long, and I'm really going to go into these two things I've talked about, really understanding how our thoughts create emotions and action. And I'm also going to talk about becoming aware of our thoughts and some other ways and tips you can start really working on this today. So all you do is you click the download button here, and then you can go straight to it. There's another way you can get to it, is you can click on the link that is www.controlthefuture.tech/book, right? And then you can go straight there and download it as well. I hope you're going to have so much fun with this, and it should feel really good. You should feel really empowered and really start to see some changes in your life and feel more confident really quickly with this. I want to put these tools in your hand. It's my whole life's work, and I hope you have a beautiful day. If you have any questions, email us team, T-E-A-M, @controlthefuture.tech, and we'll answer them. Thank you. Okay, so if you're really serious, so if you're really serious about doing this work, if this is something you're ready to dive into today and change your life, it's going to take a little work, but I promise you results on this. And so what I've done is I've created this online course. I've taken all my research, all my interviews with scholars and researchers, and I've got some pretty big endorsements of people that I've worked with on this. I've taken my work with clients, and my whole life and my life's experience, and I've put them into the simplest way I can walk you through changing your life in 8 weeks. It's an online course. I've made it super easy for you, and you are going to go through some videos, audios, and a lesson. It's going to be a few hours a week, and then you're going to have a live session with me. It's going to be a group session. And I love group sessions and building community because sometimes we feel really alone in this, and you're going to get other answers from other people in this community, and you're going to get to hear their questions and how they're applying this too. So it's going to be a group live call once a week as well. It's going to take 8 weeks. I want you to commit to it. I want you to dive in, and it's going to cost you a little bit. There's 2 ways to pay for this course. And the course costs $997. You can pay 1 payment up front, or you can pay 3 payments. Let me find the payments. It's $317. So it's 3 months of payments for $317. You can do it either way. The $317 comes out to a little bit more than the cost of the course. So there's 2 ways you can pay for the course. The course costs 1 upfront fee of $897, or there's a payment plan of 3 monthly payments for $317. And it's going to cost you a little bit. It cost me a lot to put this course together, and I put lots of time into it, and I put lots of time into it every week. I don't just make the course and forget about it. I'm working on it every week. I'm looking at my students and my clients, and I'm answering their questions, and I'm creating new material every week based on what they are dealing with. So I want you to put a little skin in the game and pay for it too. And if you want to do it, you're going to have to commit to doing the work. It's a few hours a week. I'm there for you. We answer emails. I'm on a live call once a week. But in 8 weeks, you can really, really find a huge change in your life. You can feel better. You can improve your relationships. You can find the job of your dreams. You can really feel a lot of relief and feel like you're really moving in the right path in your life, and also feel like you have the answers in your hands. Finally. If you're interested in the course, click on the button that says sign up, right? It's the sign up button. Or you can go to the link, www.controlthefuture.tech/brain. Or you can go to the link, www.controlthefuture.tech/retrain your brain. And you can go in there and sign up today and get started this week, right? This week. Today, you can start finding relief. So, hope to see you there. If you have any questions, email us, team, TEAM, @controlthefuture.tech. When you go to sign up, that information's on there too. Just click the button and we'll answer any questions. If you're feeling resistant a little bit, or you have questions about this, I want you to use the same material I just taught you and look at your thoughts about why you're talking yourself out of this course, or why you're talking yourself out of not being able to complete it or commit the time. Use that lesson I just taught you, if this is something that you want, to figure out how to make it happen for your life. And again, contact us and we can help you with that. Oh, and I have a money back guarantee. So I hope that helps you a little bit. So thank you for joining me today. I hope this helps. And have a beautiful day. Thank you, Tami. I hope this helps, and I want you to have a beautiful day. Thank you.